So I'm going to look into the camera because I'm going to share this story with all that are watching. Bob first told me the story when Bob, as I said earlier, is a board member of AmeriVet. We're very fortunate to have him. Bob and I were out to dinner the first night I'd met him. And when he left the Philippines and he was being received back in the United States, they were receiving him back in Massachusetts. Right. And I'm going to let Bob tell this fascinating story of how when he gets off the plane and he looks across and he sees his parents. I'll frame that, and if you can take it from there.
Yeah, well, we stayed in the Philippines for about 3 days. And fortunately, for me, I wasn't, I was a little skinnier there and all that, thinner, but I didn't have any really serious injuries. And so we got uniforms and, you got checked out and the whole deal. And we finally flew back to the mainland. We actually stopped in Hawaii for fuel. And then we went on and we stopped again in California. And we kind of kept going. And we were sent to homecoming centers that were around where you're from. Okay. And I'm from New Jersey. So the closest one was in Massachusetts. It was Air Force Base in Massachusetts. And so, of course, my parents knew that I was, and this was the 17th of March, so St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. And so we land, it was at night, we land, and there was probably 4 or 5 of us that were from that area that got off the plane at that time. And there's my parents, and I have my 2 brothers, my whole family. I have two brothers. I was the oldest. I have 2 younger brothers and a younger sister. And my youngest brother is 12 years younger than me. So when I left to go, to Vietnam, he was like 11 or 12. And, he was just a kid. I came home and my parents were there, and the next older brother was there. And then this other kid was there, and I looked at him. I said, "Who is that?" I said, "That's my brother."
Amazing story.
He's bigger than me now, and I didn't even recognize him. So
that is an amazing story.
Yeah, it was. So it was obviously good to see him. They put us up at the Air Force Base for a couple of days, and we had a big party and everything. And I was so wired. I've been up. I couldn't go to sleep. So.
Massachusetts during St. Patrick's Day isn't the worst environment ever.
No, we celebrated, and it was just a great homecoming. And so it was. I can't even describe the feelings of just coming home after all that time.
We are grateful for your service.